Hey everyone, so we're going to talk a little bit about asset purchase agreements and what are some common pitfalls to avoid. Now, there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of errors and mistakes and pitfalls that you can make when you're negotiating an asset purchase agreement. So that could be because you're the seller and you're selling your practice, or it could be because you're the buyer and you're buying the practice. Either way, there's a lot of common pitfalls. Now, what I would say is, and this is true for both sides, what you want to be absolutely clear of is a couple of things before you get in. And believe it or not, one of the common pitfalls in an APA, an asset purchase agreement, actually occurs even before the APA is put together. That's because people sometimes overlook or ignore the letter of intent, right? The letter of intent details all the business terms that are going to transfer into the asset purchase agreement. So really, really important that you review that, you negotiate it to something that you're happy with, and then you go forward from there. So make sure you negotiate and review the letter of intent. The second thing is making sure that the covenant not to compete is spelled out correctly. That if you're a buyer, you know exactly what you're comfortable with. You've got penalties in there for the seller if they compete against you. If you're a seller and you see that the buyer is putting a covenant not to compete that's a little bit more aggressive, then be honest with yourself and decide, are you truly retiring, or are you planning on still working? Because if you are planning on working, then you want to do it outside of the radius that is being spelled out. Okay, so these are a couple of really important pitfalls to avoid. There's tons of others, so make sure you don't go at it alone. And if you guys have any questions, let us know. Thanks.